Welcome back to another episode of In the End, There's Always a Disney God. Before we get into today's episode, make sure you already know, go to DisneyGod.com and check out and subscribe to everything on there. I will be changing one of my sites. I think it will be Disney-God.org, the archive site for anything that's taken off the main site, or shows that are taken off the main site. Um, and I will be, changing the layouts and everything, giving it a new design. Same thing for DisneyGuy.com. It's been the same basic design for a minute now. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm thinking about switching it up for DisneyGuy.com. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, there's definitely going to be a makeover. But let's get into today's episode. Today we're going to be talking about Charmed. I haven't really discussed Charm like that, but it actually connects to some of the things I have been discussing, which was mainly, in the beginning of the podcast, realities and, alternate stuff like that. And in this new episode of Charmed, we do discuss, they do get into alternate dimensions and stuff like this. Alternate dimensions are very weird because, they can seem fun at times, but they can also seem dangerous to you in the real world, and I'm going to explain why. Who remembers Black Lightning Season 3? Me! So, the reason why I'm referencing Black Lightning to this is because, I don't know if you guys remember, I think it was Season 3, Episode 9. It was around the time of the Crisis on Infinite Earths. So, what happened was Jennifer, she was doing her normal thing, partying, talking about the world society and all that crap. And then that's when she went outside, sat down, chilling, relaxed, and out of nowhere this red light came all through the sky, and she tried to call Anissa and didn't answer, not surprisingly. And what happened was when the red light came, she passed out and fainted. And when we resumed back on what happened after that, that's when we found out that Jen was phasing in between different realities. Uncle Gammy said that she was phasing because she's literally in two places at one time. That's why she was phasing. So it's like, because you can't exist in two spots, obviously one or the other has to phase, because there can't be, like I always say, nature always finds a balance. So there can't be like two of the same thing living, like actually living. So that's why her real body form was phasing, because she was right there, but another part of her, or her second part, I'll say, or her second her, was somewhere else. And it was basically these alternate realities. When one of them involved her killing all her family members, one of the deepest ones, and then the other one was when she put some type of water, something in the water that took all the Meta's powers, and then the third one was when she watched her family get killed in front of her. So dimensions and realities sort of are the same. A dimension, except it's like an alternate loophole that may look the same but is different in many ways. A reality is something that is created. How can I explain reality? Reality is more difficult to explain. It's like something that's created off of power. Like, let's say there was a second Earth, right? And Earth looks exactly like ours, but it took someone's power to create that. And it looks exactly like ours, same material, same clothing, same everything. That's reality. It's able to create the aspect, but to modify it in your own way. Like with Wanda did in WandaVision. She sat there, she created this 50 sitcom show. She created her own anomaly. And when she created it, when you noticed in episode 8 how when she created the buildings and everything, when she created that one building that was her home, that one house, you notice how when she did it, when she released her arms the second time, she, as her arms released and her powers were doing their thing, as the portal was opening from where she was creating the anomaly, everything from when she started opening that portal and from as it was moving and expanding, turned it to a sitcom. Everything, like everything that it would look like in the 50s, everything changed. So that's kind of the difference between reality. An alternate dimension is like Um, it's it's like a different, it's a wormhole that's already existed, that's just the opposite, that looks exactly the same as the replicate, the replica, what's been replicated of it, I would say. So yeah, that basically explains that. That's how Charm connects to WandaVision and Black Lightning, but not really to the whole Black Lightning thing. Only to that, it only pertains to that specific episode. But realities and dimensions are very, very similar, I would say. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I was saying. But thank you guys for watching this episode. Make sure you follow this podcast and subscribe, and follow me on DisneyGuy.com. Remember, the layouts will be changing, bringing us some new designs. Same thing for cw-disney-guy.org. But thank you guys for listening in. I love you guys so much. And make sure you guys watch Superman and Lois. Y'all gonna be binge watching that show. I don't know why. Like, I never really liked, I didn't think I wouldn't say I never really liked, because I'm saying it as if the show already had been started. But I didn't know that I was going to be into the show that deeply, honestly. I really thought it was gonna be lame. I'm not even gonna lie. Once I started watching that third episode, before I even watched the first or the second, I was like, okay, I gotta start all the way from the beginning. But yeah, make sure y'all check that out. But thank you for listening. But goodbye, guys.